Man, this dude was like very impactful into like the world of like what he's done.
Like what he done, it went beyond his own art and what he did when it came to entertainment. Like he was such an influence that other celebrities quote him who weren't even in his niche. That
Man,
how, like that's how you know you did something amazing when you produce something that gets everybody from different niches together.
right, and like he got out of his own wheelhouse because everybody know him from this one thing, and then he jumped out and started making movies and doing other things. Like, dude, like I think he was up there, like he's like one of the first,
Yeah,
to
like
do something like that. I
get
mean,
the world set on fire. With his what he did, with his passion.
man, and like the things he like really done like impacted a lot of people. Like, oh my god, like people are like chanting his names, and like he got so many awards. Like everyone looked up to him, even through all the controversies and everything.
Yeah, even when though with a dead period in his life, people still wanted more for him because
Right,
he was definitely of a genius.
people straight up like still talk about this dude to this day, and he only done something back the 90s,
Yeah,
late the 80s.
yeah, 80s.
Only
That's
thing,
like that's what you guys saw like in the 80s. It's kind of funny because like he was already a multi-millionaire after his first project. He could have just quit, but he kept going.
man, like we gotta give like a RIP, rest in peace to OJ Simpson.
Rest in peace, OJ.
We love you, man. It hurt my heart that you died.
Man, maybe shed a tear when I find out OJ died. The Juice Man. Damn.
All right, Mr. Simpson, would you please stand and face the jury? Mrs. Robertson.
Superior Court of California, County of Los Angeles, in the matter of the people of the state of California versus Orenthal James Simpson, case number BA097211. We, the jury, in the above entitled action, find the defendant Orenthal James Simpson not guilty of the crime of murder in violation of Penal Code Section 187A, a felony upon Nicole Brown Simpson.
I'd like to send a special shout out to my homeboy, OJ Simpson. Keep up the good work, baby. Two less we got to worry about. You understand? Keep up the good work.
But we bullshitting though. Give a RIP to Akira Toriyama. He was very impactful in children's lives all across this world. Without him, no one would even be watching anime. It's not
For real.
fucking
Like,
it's not Akira or Astro Boy. It was fucking
all
Goku.
Ghost in the Shell.
That's what brought anime to the same country and made more kids like it. It was a lot of anime to try to pierce through our country, but that was the one that hit was, power up men yelling.
Yeah. Body.
That's what worked.
Turn to giant apes, like the King Kong.
Right. I mean, literally. Can you name another anime that really penetrated the America like that? Like seriously, like
Seriously, you can't even say Pokemon.
right? You can't even say Pokemon. because Pokemon still was
Yeah.
kid-like. Yeah, Dragon
I mean,
Ball
you
felt
can
like you felt more like manly, grown up. You know, watching men fight and punch, blood. If you could see the blood, you know, back in the day.
I mean,
Like,
you could probably say Sailor Moon, but even that, I don't want to go in
that-
history of how
that's
they fucking butchered the dub.
and plus
How it was put in a dead time slot when it comes to TV programming. Like TV Group, like you should know this. Like 6 a.m. is horrible when it comes to TV.
horrible.
Where you try to get
That's
something
like,
to mass market. That's horrible.
and that's like that's a premiere of an episode. It's 6, dude. No network television does that.
On USA Network, where most people didn't have access to cable television back then. So you can't. So that's like you can't say Sailor Moon. You can't say Sailor Moon because like it was on 6 a.m. You can't even say Pokemon because that people think Pokemon was a Nintendo thing.
Yeah, a kid thing. I'm for real.
Yeah.
It just felt like very kiddie. Like just watching Dragon Ball Z, you felt more. Man, we got to keep on hunting, man. Anime thrives through boys, young boys. That makes anime thrive. So this is like the perfect gear towards like boys, young boys. Like it hit that market perfectly. Sailor Moon was never gonna do that. Astro Boy was too, you know,
Old school
for kids.
A lot of people think, and you know, I think a lot of people thought Astro Boy was just an American cartoon, along with Speed Racer.
Mm-hmm.
So people didn't know that was anime until Dragon Ball Z.
So we gotta give Akira Toriyama some love. Got to. Man, I remember when I was a kid, I used to do the fusion dance. That shit, fusion. Ha! Dude, that's
everybody done that.
Everyone's done that. Everyone think they can do Kamehameha. Like that's iconic as fuck. I don't think other people truly understand how iconic Dragon Ball Z and Dragon Ball like really great. He just messed up like later in life, like you really didn't do shit. No. And like
I mean, once you made it, you're making billions off it. Well, no, take back. He did make other stuff. Actually, he wanted to do more stuff like Chrono Trigger, the Sand anime he's making, but like
Sandland.
Yeah, Sandland. But like his editors was being assholes, and they wanted him to be more Dragon Ball driven. Like he wanted to branch out, stay away from Dragon Ball Z, but Dragon Ball Z became his most popular IP. So what can you do if your most popular IPs make you money? And corporations tell you that's a moneymaker. What can you do as a creator?
And another thing I love about Akira is like he's very low profile. We don't know nothing about this dude.
Besides, he like beer, smoking, and women.
Who's your favorite character in Dragon Ball?
Bulma.
What about Dragon Ball Z?
Vegeta.
GT.
I wouldn't get GT.
Really?
Yeah, like the whole it was the whole tour and shit. It was too boring and slow.
Welcome to the Grand Tour.
That was all good thing about Dragon Ball GT.
Grand Tour.
What's the American OP? And and Gogeta. In the artwork, in the animation.
Okay. Well, from Dragon Ball, my favorite character was what's his name? Tien and Chaozu.
Oh, Tien was dope. I also like Yamcha before he became.
Yeah, I love the Yamcha. Yeah, Yamcha was all yeah, right, first straight up. And Dragon Ball Z, Trunks all day, Future Trunks all goddamn day.
I do love Future Trunks. He was badass.
And Dragon Ball GT is Baby Vegeta. I really like Baby Vegeta. Vegeta said, "Fuck you, Goku! I'm taking this parasite enemy and I'm gonna be evil." Like, damn, dude, all that character arc you did in the end of Dragon Ball Z. Okay.
Well, GT ain't canon, so
I know. And who's your favorite in Super?
Super?
Yeah,
Goku Black. It's Zamasu.
Yeah, dude, he fucking won. Hell yeah, Zamasu, Goku Black. Hell yeah. Hell fucking yeah.
The Israel characters who won the end too.
He won. They had a
he
fucking.
He was an Ezra who won. He was an Ezra who won.
He fucking won, and they had to cheat to have him win and to lose, nigga. Didn't they time travel some dumb shit?
Zeno destroyed.
Oh yeah, for the universe. Yeah, that was fucking whack.
Yeah, he's like, no, this shit is too fuck. I gotta destroy everything.
Yeah, right. Goku lost, nigga. It was Trunks was going hard though, boy. That was boy. I love Future Trunks, boy. Oh, that's fucked up. He lost
Super Saiyan.
Yeah, he lost everything. That man lost every fucking thing. I'm just jumping this universe. They look just like the other ones.
They had to live his alternate version.
They fucking stupid, dog. They fucking dumb for that. And the fucking final arc was dumb. They rushed that Torment of Power. That could have been the greatest thing of anime ever. And they fucking
that should have been the series finale. That should have been the series finale.
Like
they should have ended Dragon Ball Super with that.
They could have fucking had 5-episode battle with Goku and Jiren. That was a good time though. When Super was out, that was a great time in like anime when like every week everyone was like, "Oh, Super!" Everyone's talking about Super. It crashed Crunchyroll 3 times. Like the power of Toriyama. You couldn't
even watch it.
Yeah,
you couldn't watch it. That was how crazy it was.
People were streaming it online on YouTube with no translation, and we just watching the raw. Like Jesus,
people making. I remember making beats like I'll put the one PD song. It was Breaking Take. It's like great out images all the characters to die in the September power.
Shit. But yeah, that was great time. Super. That was a good time. The anime ain't come back, y'all. Just fucking face it. That shit over. That shit ain't come back. All they gonna do is make movies, dude. Like that shit over. They rushed that shit too, man. That was so fucked up how they did that last arc. I was like, what the fuck, man? They rushed it. Why? It was like such a hit in America. Like, God, it crashed Crunchyroll, y'all. Jeez. Man, Japan, boy, they don't know what the fuck they doing, man. They don't know what the fuck they doing. I'm telling you. Now he gone, so we were relying on some non-canon manga. Shit, because they say the fucking anime is the real canon. The manga is some supplementary shit. Did you see the movie?
No, I haven't.
Yeah. Watch that, man. Show Toriyama some love. Watch that. That's his last art. His last work, I guess.
I do want to go back how impact of Dragon Ball was. Like, you've been seeing anime that's saying it's showing that reference Dragon Ball. The freaking Boshi the Rock. That's a fucking anime with girls playing guitar and shit, and Boshi does a fucking Yamcha death pose.
That's dope.
And like and like Human Echo, when they cried, they reference Dragon Ball Z Tenachi Budokai tournament. Like one of the guys who's a boxer, he knocked out some demon out, and Nerva was like, man, this dude's like, he could take on most of the characters in Tenachi Budokai. I don't get people who talk about, Dragon Ball Z is normally easy to get into anime, where fucking elitist anime gatekeepers talk about Dragon Ball Z is simple, and yet the creators behind the anime they like that's not mainstream reference Dragon Ball. So even the obscure anime stuff shows social Dragon Ball, and yet these fucking cornball YouTubers, anitubers who talk shit about Dragon Ball can't see that though.
True, I can say like if you ain't never seen a single episode of Dragon Ball Z, you can't really say you're a fan of like a genre as anime. Like seriously, that's like that's like anime 101. Like for real, like you gotta watch Dragon Ball. Like shit, you ain't gonna know shit. I mean,
seriously, because Dragon Ball Z is not Dragon Ball Z. Dragon Ball in general is a template of what we know because storytelling anime today.
Because everyone copied it. I mean, Dragon Ball came out in the 80s. I mean, yeah, we got older anime, but that's the template to a lot of the shonen stuff we see today. The battles, the power up, even the manga, you know.
Yeah.
That's all that comes from.
If we get TV shows, movies, manga, does it even matter anymore? Because
nothing's canon anymore. He's dead.
All available units. Reports of raccoons at bowling alley.
Truck 12, 2 minutes out.
Word of caution. The raccoons appear to be inebriated.
All these guys 21?
Oh boy, psychic who can't find their own pet.
We'll alert the authorities. Sorry, wait, that's actually us. But don't worry, we will find your monkey.
Animal Control came back for its second season. A group of local animal control workers' lives are complicated, but the fact that animals are simple, but humans are not. Leading the crew is Frank, a opinionated, eccentric animal control officer who may not have gone to college, but is still a most well-read person in the room. In his past life as a cop, Frank tried to expose corruption in his department, but his efforts got him fired, leaving him cynical and curmudgeonly. Despite his rough exterior, he is blessed with an almost superhuman ability to understand animals. Yeah, this show is hilarious. This is the cast is amazing with Joe McHale. Like that's the only reason I really jumped in. And I'm like, ooh, Joe McHale. But also I did like some research. Like I looked up like what's going on with sitcoms. Like I used to watch all these sitcoms back in the day. I grew up in a time where like sitcoms were like in the golden age. Tell you, man, I was watching like stuff. I was watching these live on TV. This all came on in one night. Community, Parks and Rec, 30 Rock, The Office. All in one night, dude. Like that is crazy. And then some nights on Thursday, because it come on Thursday nights, you'll get like Always Sunny in Philadelphia. Like, you know what's comedy it is in one night, dude? Like, and at the same time they had other shows on like Happy Endings and New Girl. Like, and now it's like nothing on TV. So look at all the major network television. So Fox, NBC, CW, ABC, CBS. I looked at all of them. So like, what sitcoms out? Dude, it's no sitcoms. Fox has one. Animal Control. Shocking. I'm like, man, y'all got hits. Y'all had like hit sitcoms. Like, why? All their money is going to like dramas and reality TV and like game shows. I'm like, damn, that's fucked up.
So why are they not doing like sitcoms anymore?
I guess people not any streaming sort of take over everything. So they're like, shit, no one's really probably watching these sitcoms anymore. I mean, all the great ones, people just rewatch the great ones. People rewatch Big Bang Theory. People rewatch Office, you know? Like, say, like, shit, what's the point of putting money into sitcoms? That's my only I can think of. Shit, like NBC only had 2 or 3. CW got like none. Like ABC got like 3. I'm like, damn, like what's going on? But I love Animal Control. It came back for the second season. I can definitely tell that like Fox really want this show to like succeed, because they moved Family Guy from fucking Sundays and moved it after Animal Control. I don't know if a lot of people are not old enough to like understand how television works, but how they do new shows is like they try to bring it next to something like big. So say if you got a new show coming out, your biggest show on your network is The Office. It's like, okay, I'm gonna put the new show before The Office, so people who watching TV, they're gonna have to tune in. Mm-hmm. They're gonna turn their TV on to watch it, so they might watch. Hey, I'm gonna watch this show before The Office come on, and that's how they treating it. Like they really want the show to succeed, man. So I've been watching it live. I tweeted the first episode, like yeah, Animal Control back, great, best show on Fox. Like I want this show to succeed because it's a funny show. It's a really good show. Like, all the other sitcoms are pretty fucking awful, I'm telling you. And don't even get me started on actual basic cable and shit. Like, basic cable suck when it comes to sitcoms. Please, I highly recommend everybody watch Animal Control on Fox, or you can watch it on Hulu, but they even tell you when you watch it on Hulu, because sometimes they'll tell you watch it this day, but usually it's like the next day after it come on TV. They're telling you watch it live, nigga. But they really want you to watch it live, so watch it, please. I saw a Coen Brothers movie. In search of a fresh start, 2 women embark on an impromptu road trip to Tallahassee, Florida. However, things get quickly awry when they cross paths with a group of inept criminals along the way. I want to check out this movie because it was by the Coen Brothers. You know, they did The Big Lebowski, Fargo, Raising Arizona, a lot of dope movies. Great. Yeah, the cast, I like Margaret Qualley. I love her. I went to the theater to see this.
Yeah.
Paid money. It tricked me.
What happened?
It's a lesbian road trip movie.
What?
See, there's something I tell you in the synopsis right there. The whole movie is based in lesbianism the whole fucking time. Like, I'm like, what the fuck? I'm like, see, this what happens when my trailer viewing backfired on me. See, this what happened. I started the trailer. I'm like, ooh. They started off. I almost. Well, I hope Yuki remembers, but hey, showed it in the video. I watched the first like 10 seconds of the trailer. I'm like, okay, I'm gonna stop. It looks dope. Scroll to the end and see the date. No, okay, cool. Got it on my phone. I'm gonna watch it. I don't need to see no more. So movie come out. I'm like, oh, cool. Driveaway Dolls, Coen Brother movie, murder mystery, dope. Cause you, I'm telling you. Just look at the first 10 seconds. You're gonna be like, oh shit, like damn, this movie look dope. This movie is all about lesbians. I'm like, oh my god. Like when it started off, I'm like, okay, the girl's getting eaten out by another girl. I'm like, oh, okay, all right, it's maybe just a little more small part. Then they go to a lesbian bar, and everybody like we gonna see who can swallow the dildos the most. I'm like, oh, okay, all right, this is all right. Like, this is weird. Oh, Jesus Christ, this movie was a fucking... And then, like, they find, like, a briefcase in the trunk. They're like, oh, my God, what? This can't be. And they close the briefcase, and they're like, shit, we got to get rid of it. We don't know. It's a big mystery what's in the briefcase. I'm going to spoil it. I'm going to spoil what's in the goddamn briefcase. So don't even waste your time to see this damn movie. It's dildos.
I knew it.
The movie, I'm like, dildos?
Baby, that looks like a dildo.
Are you serious? And like the two girls who like took it, one of them's using all the dildos because she's coming off all of them. It's like, it's only funny if you're like a lesbian woman. I'm gonna be honest with y'all, man. If you're a lesbian or a gay person, this might be the funniest movie ever. But this one was not funny to me. I don't think lesbianism is funny. Shit, ain't nothing knocked none of them. It's just like all the jokes were like about just like women like getting fucked by dildos and shit like that. I'm like, it's just not funny. It's just not. And they had the two male criminals. Oh my God, they implied some shit in this damn movie. So like they got the two criminals. How you heard in the synopsis, right? Mm-hmm. So these two criminals, they're trying to get the briefcase back from their bosses. They play by this black dude who's LGBTQ. Something Domingo. Coleman Domingo. Played by him. I'm like, I already know what he about. So he sent them to get the briefcase. Remember what's in the briefcase, y'all. So he sent his two henchmen to go get the briefcase. So they up all night trying to catch them because they going to Florida and they live in like... somewhere in not Midwest, but like somewhere on the East Coast. I can't remember. I'm like, okay. He sends them and like they're driving and they keep getting like missing and all that shit. And like they imply like near in the movie, like, dude, like, man, I'm been tired. We've been driving up all night. Like, and the other dude, the other henchman was like, dude, like, don't worry, ain't nobody gonna find out what we did, man. It was only to keep you up. Dude say, what? Boom, boom, boom. He kills him and shit. I'm like, okay, they imply they fucked each other to stay up driving and shit? Like, oh my God, what is going on in this damn movie? And another weird part in this movie, it was two like creep, no bullshit, creep type moments in this movie. So it's one of the girls is like an Indian. They kept flashback to her as a kid. And she got like a neighbor who like to walk around like topless in her backyard. But no one can see because she got like a high fence. And the little girl used to jump on her trampoline and watch the older woman. Granted, she's a kid. This is like maybe an 8-year-old. She's jumping on the trampoline watching a grown woman naked. I'm like, okay. This is supposed to be like a sweet moment when she unlocks her gayness or something.
Like a gayness.
I'm like, okay. Then they come, like later on in the movie, they do another flashback. And they show her drilling a hole through the fence so she can watch the woman through the hole. I swear to God. And she's not staring at her and watching the woman just laying there, sunbathe. I'm like, and they playing like this like sweet sentimental music. I'm like, this is creepy. Like, y'all went like if it was a dude doing it was creepy. It was so like we one step to them doing that with dudes. Like imagine a little 8-year-old boy watching a grown man laying outside naked tanning. You were like, what the fuck is this shit? See what I mean? That's all I'm saying. Like, keep that same energy if people like want to be like on the anti-male gay shit. Be on the same thing on the woman shit too. Like for real. And then in the movie, like the two girls, they like older women on a road trip, and then they stumble upon like these high school. I was watching another movie with another person. They didn't think it was high schoolers. I believe they were high school girls volleyball team, or some shit. And like they met them in like a restaurant, and she was like, we going back to our home for a slumber party. And the girl like, she go back to her friend like, hey, I found some lesbian girls. They gotta have a slumber party. You wanna come? She's like, why are we going to sleep? I'm like, okay. So they're gonna go to the slumber party, and they down in the basement making out with these little girls. These girls in high school. I can say they all was 15, 16.
So the make out with grown ass those?
Yes.
Wait, what the fuck?
And they taking turns making out with each other. These kids want no 18, dog. Cause why they call it a slumber party? If they're in college, why would they call it a slumber party? And to prove it within the movie. So after the makeout session, the Indian girl leaves because she don't want to make out with her best friend. She's on a road trip with, and the police catches her. And like, what you doing here walking by yourself? He's like, oh, I'm just leaving a slumber party. A slumber party? Ain't you a little too old to be going to a slumber party? Right there. And then at the end of the movie, they had another gay bar. Older, like, lesbian woman walk up to one of the characters. She's like, you want to go back to my house? We're having a basement party. I'm like, okay. Now they're trying to show you right there. The little... because they was in the basement as well for the slumber party. They're implying right there. They're showing you like grown people would say basement party, not slumber party. See what I mean?
Yeah.
So all I'm saying is they were kids. They were making out with fucking kids, dude. I'm like, what is this movie doing? Oh my god, this movie was.
So they were grooming the kids.
Kids are already kissing each other already. So the kids already groomed themselves. I'm like, oh my god, this fucking movie was super gay. And then the movie ends and the true title pops up. You know what it's called?
What?
Driveaway Dykes.
You playing?
I swear to God. I swear to God. Like, I'm like, what the fuck? I can't give it an F or none of shit like that. But it's definitely getting a fucking C-, nigga, all day. Fucking lucky you don't get an E, nigga, or some shit.
It's okay. I'm here. It's been a while since you've had one of those nightmares. Tell me, what was it about?
It's only fragments.
Man, I went to theaters again. I saw Dune Part 2. Have you seen Dune Part 1?
No.
Oh my god, dude, you gotta see Dune Part 1. You definitely watch it. If you got HBO Max, check out Dune Part 1. It's on I think Netflix on the other shit too. Paul Atreides unites with Shani and Fremen while seeking revenge against the conspirators who destroyed his family. Facing a choice between the love of his life and the fate of the universe, he must prevent a terrible future only he can foresee. Man, this movie was good. Like before I went to the theater to go see it, I actually like rewatched the first one because the first one came out like 2 years ago. So I was like, man, let me watch this movie because the first one was long as a mug. So I was like, okay, let me watch that first one. It was actually worth watching it right before I watched the second one again because it literally picks up literally right where the last one left. I'm like, oh man, it's dope. Action packed. It was no bull stuff in there. The man was doing the man shit. The woman was doing the woman shit. Like I can't knock nothing out of this movie. The movie did nothing wrong. The little missions they do to infiltrate stuff, that shit was all dope. Like this whole movie was good, man. This might be like so far the best movie I saw this year. Because Driveaway Dolls definitely it was not.
You mean Driveaway Dykes?
Right, shit was not it. So I definitely want to see more movies in theaters though this year. That's something I'm gonna make a goal to do. Just try to see as many movies I can in theaters. Because there's a crap ton of movies coming out this year. I can't wait to see. But I recommend seeing Dune Part 2. But definitely watch Dune 1. And Dune Part 2 is long. It's like 2 hours and 45 minutes. But but it's shit fly by, I swear to God. Like, they did a really good job.
I promise you, tonight we shall dine like kings.
But the feast isn't on your plate quite yet.
No! Go, Leon! Don't lose the scent!
This sunshine won't last long. We're lucky to be in this house.
Mother?
Shh! You are to stay here with your brother.
Move! Come on! I won't ask again. Where is your son?
So what's the last thing you've been up to?
A Plauge Tale Innocence. This game is fucking dope. It's about this young girl and her younger brother. They're in France. Old France, still in the Black Plague. But like the plague is like these big ass rat type things that like come out the ground. They all like in big huddles and shit, and they eat and devour anything around it. And like the story about this little girl and how her family gets killed, and she like gotta save her brother because he's like sick with from like disease, and her mom was working on it, but she died before she can do it, trying to save him to leave out their like little property they own. It's really dope. It seemed like the brother's like headaches. He get like headaches, but every time he gets a headache, like the big pool of rats always pop up. Just like, what the hell? Like maybe he's like his sickness is connected to the shit. I haven't beat the game yet, but I looked it up on how long to beat. It said something like 12-13 hours. I'm like, oh damn, really? I'm like, okay, I kind of knocked it out. So that's like literally like a day or weekend playthrough, like for real. So, but I love how the combat is as well. You get to fight. You don't fight with like bows and arrows. You fight with rocks. As in the slingshot. You just throwing rocks. You first like you like fight armor enemies. Like you gotta chink their armor. And first you gotta like remove their straps with the rocks. Like so you slingshot. You shoot it at one of the latches on there. You take the latches off, and then the helmet will fall off. And then later on in the game, you start messing with alchemy, where you can like throw acid on their helmets and it melts. Then you can sling her. So first you coat a like rock with acid. You sling it at the person's head. It melts the helmet. Then you throw another rock and you cave his head in with the rock. It's actually brutal. And the first time she do it, it's actually like I sort of laughed a little bit, like cause like she's like a little girl. She's like shit, maybe like 16, 17. And like she getting like hunted down by these guys trying to kill her, trying to take over her land, her father's land and shit. And like the first time she pulled a slingshot out, she boom hits her on the head. She's like, "Oh my god, I just killed somebody!" I'm like, "Girl, keep going. You motherfuckers about to kill your ass." But and like I just like that realism of like because throughout the game you're gonna be murdering people type shit. And, like no game really truly acknowledges like you be mowing down like hundreds and thousands of enemies and you like not a wimp, not a weep. Like it's like an ongoing joke in like the gaming community about Nathan Drake. Like he's the biggest serial killer ever because like you killed thousands of people and you do jokes like headshot. You just killed like 100. You killed a village, dude. You're making jokes for all the time. But I like the game. I was playing it also because on PS Plus the sequel they gave you to you for free on PS Plus like a few months ago. So I thought I'll knock out that because I got stuck on playing Death Stranded. So Death Stranded, you assholes, white ass. I'm trying to platinum the game and they added a goddamn driving mission. I'm like, what? I'm like, oh my god, a driving mission. Get the fuck out of with this shit. So now I gotta find somebody who can good at driving games to beat this racing time trial shit. It's dumb.